numbers in just a little bit. Our conversation with the victorious head coach of the Troy Trojans, Scott Cross, is brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need.
Coach, we were just making the point about your bench play in this when you really needed them in that first half, and tonight's a night when the bench outscored the starters. That was a big lift for you.
Wow, I didn't even know that, but I trust our bench 100%. Guys are stepping up every single game. I think that's why we are a tough out in this league. TK was phenomenal. KP was phenomenal. Ryfin, before he had the mistake, he was playing really, really well. You can always count on Christian to play great defense. Spud gave us a couple quality minutes. I love our team. I think, we have 15 scholarship players that can all bring value to this basketball team. It's probably hard at times because, I'm sure a lot of them aren't playing as many minutes as they want, but that's part of what makes us good because we can be gritty for 40 minutes. We can be tough. You hold them to 33% for the game. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and that to us was really the moral of the whole story. There were so many spots in the game. They had that one trip where they had 2 threes and a free throw. There was one instance over there where we thought Effie got fouled, and it turns out he fouls, and they had free throws. And all that doesn't matter, Coach. Yeah. Just play hard.
That's what I told our guys before the game. I was like, hey, we got to make it an ugly game. Make it a rock fight. Make it a war. Get in the trenches. Do whatever we need to do to make this game ugly and defend. And our guys did it. Obviously they got a lot of offensive rebounds, but the number of shots that they took, we did a great job on the boards, against them because they're a very good rebounding team as well. Of course, the one flaw, we did get sloppy being on the road. That tends to lead to a little bit more sloppy play at times. That's why they got so many more shots than us. But, our guys found a way to get it done. And when you turn the ball over 22 times and you can still win against a team that was picked at the top of the league, that says a lot for your basketball team.
And on a night when you won really with effort, Coach, how much does that reinforce what you and your staff have been enforcing to them? Play through those things. If you play hard, you still give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I can identify with this team 100%. And that's a great place to be in as a coach, because they've bought into playing how I want them to play. And I'm just so thankful to be the coach of a team that's really, really bought in. And, if we continue to do that, we'll have a chance to win every single game from here on out.
Control the controllables. There's some things you can't control out there. Other scores. South Alabama falls to Georgia Southern tonight. Appalachian State loses. You're in third place by yourself, and the rest of the field's coming back to you, Coach.
Yeah, it's everybody's got 3 losses, so we're right where we need to be.
The reason why I want to bring that up is, obviously you keep playing hard. You can't control what everybody else does, but you can put yourself in position to take advantage when they do stumble.
Yes, we're right where we need to be, and we just have to take care of our business. And we got a big one this weekend. Georgia Southern's on the roll. We got to find a way to win that basketball game. We know they're playing well, and they're going to bring their best effort.
Well, I'll take the chances with this club anywhere, anytime, Coach. What a big win.
Thank you, guys.
Scott Cross's comments brought to you by Troy Bank and Trust, the only bank you'll ever need. We'll continue on here and get all these guys over here that were such a big part in this ball game. Let's start off. Well, let's get everybody over here and see if we got enough room for all 3 of them. And we'll get a chance, first of all, to ask the question of all 3 of you. And I'll handle the microphone. First for TK Smith. You've been with us now post-game a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. Coach Cross just said that you were a key to the victory here tonight, on both sides of the court. Yes. Talk about your game this evening.
Really coming into the game, I just wanted to come in and impact the game, however I could. With us, a lot of times it started on defense. So coming into the game, that was my biggest focus, just being locked in defense. Then, some shots started falling. And it just kind of was a momentum thing, and everything started opening up. So I think that was the biggest focus going into this game.
Makes sense.
We've got 3 players with us, Barry. I want to address this to Kiefer Punter. TK and Kiefer, you both come off the bench tonight and make a difference. The bench outscored the starters in this game. That has to reinforce your role in this game, whether you're starting or coming off the bench.
That's one thing we preach since day one, staying ready. You never know when your opportunity is going to come, but we're a really deep team. You know, we play about 11, 12 guys on a nightly basis. So staying ready is essential every game because you never know when your number's going to be called. And me and TK, we do our best at staying ready, and today shows that.
Effie Odigi, you had to go against Sosimi, you had to go against Jalen Thomas. Effie, those guys are no joke down there. You had to dig in against those guys. First of all, talk about your game and your focus against some frontliners like they bring out against you.
Well, I feel like my first plan was to be the decoy of the team. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every scouting report I'm vocalized. So going into this game, I wanted to be more the decoy and allow other guys to get shots and get off. And then luckily my offense went as well as the game went along.
One other question about you. Down the stretch, you had those 2 free throws at the very end. You knew if you made them, they had no shot. You wanted the basketball.
Yeah, all I can think of is Jacksonville when I had the same opportunity to close the game, and I just locked in on the rim, and remember my routine and knocked them down.
TK, I'll address this to you. This was a night when not everything went like you wanted to. This is a game you guys won really based on your effort, playing 40 minutes with the effort. Talk about how this team has bought into that, regardless if things don't go your way. You had some calls that didn't go your way at the end, but you kept playing hard.
I think the biggest thing for us, like, coming into the game, we don't really focus on offense. You know what I mean? Like, if your main focus is offense going into the game, your emotions kind of up and down because, like, nobody know, like, if you're going to go into the game and score 40 or score 30. But everybody know I can come into a game and play my heart out, and give it all and leave it all on the floor on the defensive end and just effort.
Yeah, that's what the TK brought it up. Just impact the game, that's for sure. Kiefer, you're the one guy amongst us three who has been here before. You're a captain on this team. How big was this victory?
It was huge. We're on a revenge tour. we still got some guys we need to rough up from last year. Coming in here, they handled us pretty well last year. So we're still. We're still getting better. We're still growing. We had 22 turnovers, so there's definitely room for improvement. So I'm excited about that. But a lot of these games, we got a chip on our shoulder coming into them.
Effie, I'll direct this to you. This team seems to be really maturing. Everybody's finding their role. Everybody can make a difference every night. You got to like where this team is. Still a tough one coming up on Saturday.
Yes, sir. I think the biggest thing is just for us to stay together. Like you said, we got a lot of mature guys. I feel like that should spread to the guys that, are still young and, just probably don't understand the importance of wins and losses. But we just stay together. Go to the next game and keep doing the same thing and keep preaching that same thing, staying together as a team.
Well, I'll tell you what, the team is playing really well. Fellas, first, congratulations for this one.
Win, guys.
On to Statesboro, guys. Thanks a bunch. TK Smith, Kiefer Punter, Effie Odigi here live in our post-game show. We appreciate you all, gentlemen. Look forward to good things coming up in the future.